Boom, baby. We got another one. We got a fresh one for you today. I got this dented up can. I bought it like this. And I got my camera on here because I am trying to be face famous. And I'm not going to stop until I get a Hollywood star on that sidewalk that everybody walks on. But anyways, we got an interesting discussion here today. You know how like the red pill space and, you know, culture and all this other stuff is preaching fine women in other countries and stuff like that? I'm not totally against that. America does lack culture. There are, I would say, more respectable cultures out there in the world. So I'm not completely against that. But I'm also not 100% for it either, right? I have talked to women in other countries. I have had friends explore other countries, if you know what I'm talking about. And I've kind of got my own opinion on that. But specifically, let's talk about Japan. Japan has its own ups and downs. Me personally, I like Japan's culture. Like, they're very respectable. They're very respectful out there in public. Like, for an example, you go to an iPhone store, Apple store, and the phones, they don't got the security on it because they just trust that you will put it back, and that's such a great thing. That is awesome. Also, Japan's incarceration rate, let's check this out here. Japan also has basically a 99.9% conviction rate. So they pretty much, it states here that the high conviction rate is in large part a result of Japan's low indictment rate. In other words, prosecutors only move forward with cases they are sure they can win. So that can explain that. Pretty scary. Don't break the law in Japan. But let's talk about the women in Japan, huh? This post says, I live in Japan. I don't recommend it for finding a wife. Ask me anything. Japan keeps coming up, but I've been living here for a while. The women here are not loyal at all. They cheat more easily than American women. I slept with more married women than single ones. Some from apps, most from cold approaching. Husbands are called ATMs or paychecks. Most women marry because they are tired from working long hours and want some guy to just hand over his cash. While the husband is at work and the kids are at school, they are seeing other men. Once married, the sex is mostly gone. It's just to have kids. Once the kids come, you are treated like you don't exist unless she needs something from you. Most married men are miserable. Almost all Westerners here are divorced. Some only stay because of their kids. Yes, they are beautiful and dress feminine, but once they know you aren't going anywhere, the drama begins. Most red pill Japanese guys have long-term girlfriends with no intentions of marrying her because they know what will happen once legally stuck to her. And I personally don't know anybody married in Japan. I don't really know a whole lot about the culture, the marriage culture, other than what I can Google. And the divorce rate in Japan is merely 1.2%. In countries like United States and Canada are nearly 40% of all marriages end in divorce, while in Japan the rate is only 1.2%. So this guy's post is checking out. I had some buddies in the military. They got stationed in Thailand. Bangkok, Thailand. Yes, the rumors are true, but it's not all about that. He said girls in Thailand, there's obviously, you know, anomalies out there, right? But he said whenever he would go out to the bar, the girls would openly approach them. It would be as easy as, hey, going up to them and say, hey, what's your WhatsApp? They give you the number, you text them, bada bing, bada boom. That's how it is. He said there's a lot of after parties there because the bars close, I think, at like 10 p.m. there. So there's always, all right, now where are we going? And they'll go back to the hotel. They'll go back to their rooms, you know, whatever. It's an extreme hookup culture kind of thing there. There's obviously some girls that aren't really into that scene, but you can't really get on dating apps while you're down there either. A lot of them are sex workers, so you got to be careful. And it seems like there's a lot of promiscuity going around in Japan as well. How do Japanese girls cheat? This went so viral.
周りの友達、女性の周りの友達で浮気してる方はいますか？
自分が
Yeah, the very first one. You don't even got to watch this video all the way to know that it's common. That's what's going to happen. Like if you out there like, man, I have saved my virginity. I want to lose it to another girl that also doesn't involve herself in any type of promiscuity. You're going to have to go to like a rice field. You're going to have to find the ones that's wearing the hats. You're going to have to find them in remote locations where they're not surrounded by bars and malls and pocketbooks and dudes with those slick pants. If you want to visit a country for the sex, you really need to reprioritize things in your life. There is so much more to life than just like that. That is so minuscule. That's such a stupid thing to revolve your life around, sex. I don't get it. So this guy right here, obviously I don't know his dude's credentials, but he said the only thing I could add is after marriage they rarely wear makeup, cut their hair short for convenience, and stop wearing anything sexy. Picture baggy one-piece dresses and long gloves that go up the mid-bicep to protect them from the sun. Source, I live in Japan. Dude, with that divorce rate, I honestly don't doubt that. 1.2% is so low. It's so incredibly low. They just, I guess their culture, they just don't really believe in that. And that's respectable. It really is respectable. But when you're involved in like really crude behavior, like cheating on your husband while he's at work, I can't imagine. I would not make it in Japan. I wouldn't make it in Japan. There we go. Wouldn't make it in Japan. In this same video that this guy's asking women that, do you cheat? Some of them say, yes, my man cheats too. I would rather him cheat on me with a prostitute rather than some girl that he cares about. Like, they're almost open. They're almost polyamorous across the board over there in Japan, it sounds like. What the hell? Listen, sex is cool. It feels good. I know. But the best sex, I'm hands down. Call me whatever you want to call me. Call me some dude that wants to be face famous. But the best sex is with someone that you are in love with. It's the best, man. I'm telling you, it's the best. It doesn't get better than that. I will say Asian women are so beautiful. They are some of the beautiful. Asian women are some of the most beautiful women in the world. And I still wouldn't let her cheat. Hell no. She cheats, she's gone. I'll be a part of that 1.2%, baby. Love me some beautiful women, but god damn, y'all gotta stop the cheating. No more cheating, man. Fuck that. All right, that's about enough of that. If you like that one, if you agree, if you think, which culture do you think's the best? Which culture do you think cheats the less? That's a good one. That's a good question to ask. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Everybody's cheating like crazy. Everybody has always cheated like crazy. That's just the way it is. I don't know. We got to cut that cheating shit out. It's got to stop this year. Stop cheating. Jesus Christ.